Spoiler alert for RWBY Volume 6. Get out while you can. We're not joking. Go! Go!
Wait.
Yes! 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 She's back! She's back, guys! She's back! Yeah! Well, Volume 6, guys!
Hey, have I mentioned that remember when I said Volume 5 was my favorite one? Down!
Yeah. I actually went back and rewatched a few of these episodes because they were so good.
Yeah.
And also because I was bored.
Yeah.
And also because I found out they're just on YouTube and we could just watch them whenever.
Yep.
In full 1080p, 60 FPS. Anyway,
Anyway, Volume 6 review. I love this volume.
it's pretty legit. It's pretty awesome. Liked it lots and stuff.
Anyway, let's go through it in order. Joel, what are we talking about first?
Well, first we're going to talk about them being on the train. So it was kind of cool that...
Hey Joel, Sun finally left.
I think I finally have to admit that I kind of like Sun.
Good.
It pains me to say that, but
Took you long enough.
I'm like, he's like, I'm leaving, and I'm like, I'm slightly sad to see you gone, but I don't want to be.
Took you long enough.
And then Neptune showed up, and I was like, there's someone I can hate.
Yep. But yeah, the train, honestly, well, that's one way to split the party up. Isn't it?
Yeah. I thought it was a pretty great scene. I thought it was a pretty great sequence overall. But I will be honest, I don't know if I can really, like, if you don't get what I'm saying with this, I don't know if I can really explain it. But it felt weird, like the whole thing. It felt like.
The thing that made me the weirdest is that it kept going back and forth of them being in the fight and not being in it in a flashback. Like, it kept going back and forth at first.
It was slightly jarring, but it was kind of cool too. The thing that, I think what my biggest issue with it is it wasn't super intuitive. It feels like, to me, that the whole thing with all the turrets are causing the Grimm to attack the train cars that have passengers is like, it seems kind of,
Yeah.
it seems kind of like, because it's like it doesn't, it's not very intuitive that that's what's going on until Crow is like, yo, that's what's going on. I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
But then it comes off as like, it's not the guy's fault. It's the fault of the people who decided to put the guns on the passenger cars.
Yeah.
So it's... No, that felt...
So yes, kind of a stupid way to split the party up, honestly, with that fact, though. I did like Ren using the big magic to like hide the train, though.
That was cool, and that was kind of like our first bit of John using his powers for like buffing people.
Yep.
Using that bardic inspiration.
Yep.
So yeah, that's real cool and stuff.
Yep.
So let's move on to the Ozpin and Salem backstory.
Well, the lore finally happened. So let's go over this freaking lore dump. Hey, you know that shared moon we'd have since episode 1? We have a reason for it.
Yep.
And everything else, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it really shows that like Rooster Teeth did say that Monty had this all written. This proves it! That pretty much proved it.
Yeah, It's like, it's really, like, it was really well done and really cool.
And also pretty much every single character being like, well, shit!
Yeah.
Now what?
I like the position we're in right now, where it's kind of like, we're just kind of like, well, as far as we can tell, we're just screwed.
Yep.
It's kind of a cool position. I hope they figure out how to make it have a good payoff. The only thing I feel like, I've only seen, like, I've seen very few stories actually pull off a good resolution to that kind of setup.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why I like. I probably shouldn't say what it is. Very big spoilers. But yeah, there's not a lot of them that pull that off. I'll tell you what it is after.
Okay.
So I hope they figure out how to pull it off, because well, when stories pull that off, it's so good.
I got
I
Faven Rooster Teeth to do it though.
I also think the whole thing with Jin, it's a cool play off of the genie, where it's like, instead of 3 wishes, you get 3 questions. That's kind of like a nice play off of that.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Although I honestly, I get like slight Great Fairy vibes from Jin, and it kind of it creeps me out a little bit.
Which Great Fairy?
That's kind of not the creepiest ones, but up there.
Okay.
Like it's not the Twilight Princess one, but it's not the Ocarina of Time one either, or the Hyrule Warriors one.
So the Breath of the Wild one? That's kind of in the middle?
Yeah, actually, probably. Probably around the Breath of the Wild one.
Hey, you finally have a reason to care about Salem, though.
Yeah. I'm pretty decently sold on Salem. Like they can definitely do better. I'm not like, this is a legit super awesome villain now, but
we'll find out.
I'm sad
when she starts doing stuff. I hope she's good.
I am currently
like, they have the backstory. Yeah. All we need is something for her to do.
Yeah, they need, like, if they play off this well, it'll be real good.
Yeah.
All right, the apathy syndrome Grim, as we have it written in our notes.
It's pretty much Persona 3 Shadows, honestly.
Yeah,
like first we had the full moon boss back in Volume 4, now we have the full disease.
I feel like this is a really, really cool idea. Not sure I quite like the execution of it.
Yeah.
But I still thought it was really cool. I'm not sure.
It did kind of make you question, like, why the hell are they all depressed so suddenly? Yeah. Like, it's big news, but not this big, but, like, oh, that's why.
Yeah, I think part of what was weird about it, like, I don't know. It was weird. Like, it was cool. It's like a really cool idea, but it's kind of executed kind of weirdly. And
yeah.
I don't know.
Though it did make that town really eerie. Like,
okay.
Like I thought we were watching RWBY, not an animated version of Silent Hill.
Now, honestly, like. Actually, I thought it was very well done. Pretty much until, like it was like, the reveal, like the instant it was revealed, I was like, oh, crap! Oh my goodness! and then like I felt like after that it felt like they just didn't know where to go from there, and it kind of
They just kind of ran.
Yeah, it's just kind of like they're there, and
Bye.
it's kind of like
bucket.
It's kind of like it's just kind of weird.
So I must say, it was a good way to get. Turning off phone for that. So, I must say though, it really did build up Maria well.
Yes.
Like, who was just kind of like old granny that we kind of have stuck with us, and then it's like, oh, she's some legendary hero.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool reveal, actually.
Futaba Katara actually is good.
So why don't we talk about Maria for a little bit?
Yeah, that's the point. That's who's next. I freaking love her. I love this character.
She's pretty great.
Like, it's everything I want from an old lady character, just to be perfect and being like, why the hell am I with these kids?
Yeah. She's just really cool. She's got cool mechanical eyes, which is like a pretty clever way to hide the whole Silver Eyes thing. I saw it coming, but I still like, that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, her backstory's really good.
Yeah.
Anything else on her? I think we can talk about her better things later during the battle stuff. Next one is Pyrrha's grave. Oh God! Why does this series make me cry? I got enough of that with Violet Evergarden. Stop it! Stop it! John and Pyrrha, why? Why do you make me cry?
Yeah, that was a really cool moment between John and Pyrrha's mom.
Also, our fan theory so far, Pyrrha's mom, or something like that.
It seems pretty clear that it's Pyrrha's mom.
You
it
don't
didn't stay out right, but
yeah, we did. It's Rooster Teeth, though, so you never know.
Yeah, I guess this is RWBY trying to destroy all of my genre savviness. So you never know, but
yeah, really good scene. Really pulled it off well.
I will say, I think at this point, Jean is my third favorite character. Like, right about that scene, Jean was pretty much like my third favorite character in the series. After RWBY and Blade.
Well, he is my third favorite, just I have a different top two.
They're to the left of Blaze there.
Yeah. You're right. Yang and Maria.
Those are my 4 and 5.
Yeah, you're right. Yang and Maria.
They're red and orange. They're both 4 and 5.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, Cinder and Neo. Speaking of things that we got wrong in a previous review, Cinder's alive.
Cinder is dead. So what do you think? What do you think is going to be the next Fall Maiden? Discuss
Cinder
it for the next 3 minutes. Oh wait, Cinder's not dead. Never mind.
First 3 minutes of the volume, Cinder's alive.
So one thing that I do think is a little bit weird with RWBY, and I'm not sure if I like or not, is they tend to have like an arc throughout the season that's basically just set up for the next season. And this is
that's the Cinder and Neo 100%.
Like they're just like, hey, let's just set up what they're doing next arc, but they don't actually do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I am pretty glad to see them team up. It makes sense.
Neo's amazing as always.
Neo is back and awesome, and she has the hat, and she points it in her mouth, which is hilarious.
Right.
And but the rest of her outfit's not as good. It's still pretty good. Like, it's still Neo with Neo style, but I like her outfit.
Neo with hat is amazing,
If you had her all outfit with the hat, that would be perfection. That's what I wanted to see, but
no.
Yeah, I'll take what I can get. It's Neo. She's back. I'm happy.
Yeah. You heard.
And we at least got a Neo fight scene.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool.
Next one is Caroline. Or Carolyn, or whatever.
Yeah, Carolyn.
It's Carolyn. Okay, Carolyn. Damn it, Persona 5.
She's actually a pretty... I enjoy her character.
She's a good villain for this arc.
And the two guys.
Yeah.
I forgot about them until just now. Oh, they're so funny. That's so funny.
And their walk.
It's so funny. But yeah.
And also Carolyn and Maria's relationship was hilarious.
Yeah, they were great. So those two are a great pair. Almost as good.
She's my favorite new character. Like, honestly, Carolyn might be my favorite character in this volume.
Yeah, like Carolyn, Maria, second best pair of characters, except for Ruby and Weiss. Ruby and Weiss are just those two characters are just too good.
Jean-Pierre and Nora Red.
No, maybe Nora Red. I'm three up there.
Blake and Yang.
I'm like a little bit salty about people shipping them, and I don't ship them.
Anyway, the big metal shoe fight.
That
fight was probably my favorite fight scene in this whole series.
I probably would have said that before, but after rewatching it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this fight scene is so good. Like,
speaking of,
it's really intense. It's super flashy, but at the same time, it's like really tactical. It's like really strategic and like big brain and it's such a good fight. It's
which
so
is why I asked Joel to have this music as the review music.
That fight is so
I love
good.
it.
That might be one.
And also how Ruby defeats it afterwards, where it's like, oh my god!
Yeah, like, oh my goodness.
Like, I had kills the whole time. I was like, is someone going to die in this fight? It honestly made me think that. I was like, oh my god, we're losing one of these characters.
Yeah.
But in the end, we didn't.
And I was like, I'm like watching that again. I'm like, yeah, this is why Ruby and Blake. This is why Ruby is up there with Blake as my favorite character.
Yep.
This is why she can match Blake. Cause she's like when Ruby does cool things, I'm like obnoxiously squealing internally.
So just like Ruby herself.
Basically, I turn into Ruby when Ruby is being cool.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, man.
Speaking of Blake being number one, Adam versus Blake and Yang.
That fight scene is also amazing.
Yes.
Like, I actually heard that they actually took some, like they originally intended back in Volume 3 to have them fight Adam, and then they did it, and they actually reused some of the animations that Matsuo drew for that fight.
Nice.
So that might be part of why it was so cool, but I'm sure they added their own stuff to make it super cool. It was a really great fight. Had some really cool scenes between Blake and Yin. I don't ship them, but I definitely friendship them very hard.
Yeah, obviously the ship is Blake and Sun. And it would have been Yang and her motorcycle, but well.
Oh yeah. Rip Bumblebee.
And Rip Adam himself.
Oh yeah, Rip Adam too. the final line.
As far as we're aware, we don't know he could just crawl out of that lake like Cinder did. We never know.
Yeah.
For all we know, he's still alive knowing this series.
But the final line of this great villain. Oh.
Oh.
I laughed really hard at that. I was like, oh, I'm dead now. Bye.
Isn't that the last line of Green Goblin in the Spider-Man movies? Where his glider's coming towards him and he's like, oh.
I think so. I only watched I haven't seen that movie before.
We'll watch those eventually.
Yeah. But I do want to say something about that Adam thing though. I will say, thinking about it more, I do feel like they had a really cool setup. They had a really cool, they had Adam. They were taking. I felt like they were before this volume. They were taking Adam in a really cool direction. They could have done a lot of really cool things with this. And although I think basically what I think they did in this volume is an incredibly good execution of just about the worst possible thing they could have done with him.
Kill him off.
But they also took him as in the direction of oh, he's just abusive relationship with Blake. It's not really that interesting.
Yeah.
They took it in a not very interesting direction and then they executed it perfectly.
Also, I freaking loved the and also we had very good closure for Yang.
Oh yeah, that was really satisfying.
Yang probably went up a spot.
To give her her own spotlight moment against.
Yeah.
Against Adam. That was really good.
Yeah, it's they picked the two right characters to fight Adam. They picked the right two to fight him and defeat him. The two that were hurt most by him.
Yeah. It was a really great scene.
And finally, the Godzilla Grim fight. Most of what I remember during us watching it was the joke voice that we gave him, I want to go hug the city now. Oh, why are you shooting at me? Oh, this wall is in my way. Let me just tear it down. Okay, I'm coming forward now. We had a bunch of fun with that voice when we were watching it. It is a good fight, though.
Yeah. One thing I did like was that they did a really good job of doing the they did a nice, it was a nice cheesy payoff for the whole Silver Eyes thing.
Yeah.
And then they subverted it by making it not fully work.
Yep.
It didn't feel like it was pointless, but it also was oh, that didn't work.
So it's the spirit bomb. It's yeah, we did! Oh crap, it's still alive.
Kind of. It was really well done. I really like how they did that. It felt okay, you set up for this to happen, and you did it, which is what we expected. But it was also you also got the payoff that you felt like you needed. But then it didn't work, and then they got another payoff of what they've been doing the past couple episodes with Carolyn.
Yep.
With her taking it out. That is so smart. I love it so much.
And also really the oh shit moment when we found out it was appearing, where Carolyn's we just took out the one thing that can take it down. Oops.
I also really enjoyed the part where Carolyn's yeah, nobody. I don't think anybody's going to notice one missing ship from my lengthy report.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was one of the best parts.
That got a good chuckle out of me.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm very interested in what Volume 7 is going to be like. We've already watched the first episode.
So we already know about spoilers redacted.
Yep. Good boy, saying that one. So I don't need to be like, to have add an extra one being like, spoilers for 7, by the way!
Spoilers for episode 1 of Volume 7.
But yeah, Volume 7 I'm very interested in.
Yeah.
Like, how's that one gonna work? Like, oh boy, this series. I want it more! I want more! More! So much more!
So,
Can't we have like 100 more episodes of this?
See you guys in the next review.
Oh, that's kind of an abrupt end.
Well, we love our awkward endings.